Want to know why? Ask how. Howard the Humongous. Why are people acting so crazy these days? Because crazy behavior is becoming the new normal. In other words, what was clearly insane 10 years ago is normal today. Why? One of the most potent causes is what researchers call toxic leadership. We have an example of toxic leadership in the firing of the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Kevin McCarthy, on Tuesday, October 3rd. On the one hand, McCarthy had an extremely positive quality: persistence. McCarthy aimed to be Speaker of the House for over 10 years and raised massive amounts of money for his fellow Republicans, money to build a base of loyalty for his aim of someday becoming Speaker of the House. And when the vote to make McCarthy Speaker finally came 9 months ago, McCarthy persisted through 15 votes to win the speakership, a feat of endurance that has only been equaled 15 times in American history. On the other hand, Kevin McCarthy was not a role model you would want to hold up to your kids. He was a coward. He had no principles. When mobs at the White House on January 6th were streaming down the hallways and trying to break into the chamber where Congress, including McCarthy, was meeting, McCarthy called Donald Trump and told him angrily, "They're trying to fucking kill me." McCarthy demanded that Trump get his mobs to stop. 3 weeks later, McCarthy flew down to Mar-a-Lago and threw himself at Donald Trump's feet. In other words, McCarthy had no character, no spine, no principles. And Matt Gaetz, the congressman who toppled McCarthy from power, another man who may qualify as a toxic leader, swears that Kevin McCarthy is a liar. What's more, both men were being manipulated by yet another toxic leader, a leader who wanted to shut down the government and create chaos: Donald Trump. What does this have to do with insane behaviors like the 513 mass shootings we've had this year? A leader is a role model. People imitate what he or she does. This is why until 2016 we talked about holding our children up to the model set by the president. It's why we tell our kids the story of George Washington and the cherry tree, and of little George's statement to his father that "I cannot tell a lie." We have two major presidential role models in American culture today: Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Which one is toxic depends on your point of view. Republicans will tell you that Joe Biden is senile and doddering, barely capable of remembering his own name, that he is a puppet in the hands of shadowy figures, and that he is the leader of the Biden crime family. On the other hand, Democrats will tell you that Donald Trump is a liar who the Washington Post says spouted over 3,000 outright fabrications while he was in the Oval Office, and God knows how many more lies since he's left. What's more, Democrats point to a series of qualities that make Trump the classic toxic leader. They say he bullies his minions, his allies, and his enemies. They say he has an outrageous temper and unleashes it on those who don't flatter him. They say his temper is so overpowering that Mr. Trump has managed to make nearly every Republican congressman and woman fear him. In addition, they say Trump encourages violence. And early in October, Trump attended his fraud case in a Manhattan courtroom and did something utterly forbidden by legal etiquette. He insulted the judge. What's worse, Trump, some say, runs the ultimate political crime family, a family that Forbes magazine says raked in $2.4 billion while Trump was in office. Yes, billion with a B. Toxic behavior has a habit of trickling down. If the head of your society bullies others, you are more likely to bully those below you. If the head of your society unleashes his temper on others, you are more likely to unleash your temper on others too. And if the head of your society is corrupt and skims money off the top for himself, you are more likely to become corrupt too. That's why this form of leadership is called toxic. And that's why people are acting in ways we used to view as insane. This is Howard Bloom speaking to you from the future. It's your job and my job to make. Or, wanna know why? Ask how. And now for the off button.